There was a time in a quiet town where a young man named Armin lived a life that looked normal on the outside but felt heavy on the inside because every day he woke up with ideas in his mind and dreams in his heart. Yet, by the end of the day, nothing had changed. Not because he lacked ability, but because something invisible kept holding him back, something he could not touch but could always feel, and that something was built from his own thoughts, his own fears, his own doubts, and the excuses he had learned to believe over time. And for years, he did not question them because they sounded logical, they sounded safe, and they felt comfortable. But deep down, there was always a quiet voice inside him, whispering that he was meant for more. Yet every time he tried to move forward, another voice interrupted him, telling him that he was not ready, that he might fail, that people might judge him, and slowly he began to accept those thoughts as truth. Until one day something different happened, something small but powerful. He met an old man sitting alone near the edge of a dusty road, and the man looked calm in a way Armin had never seen before. Not because his life was perfect, but because his mind seemed clear, and when Armand sat beside him, the old man asked a simple question: "Why do you look like someone who is waiting for permission to live?" And that question stayed in Armand's mind, because it was true. He had been waiting, waiting for confidence, waiting for the right time, waiting for fear to disappear. And the old man smiled gently and said, "Most people spend their lives waiting for a feeling that never comes, but life changes the moment you stop waiting and start acting." And those words created a crack in Armin's thinking, because for the first time he realized that maybe his limits were not real, maybe they were just thoughts he had never challenged, and that night he could not sleep because his mind kept replaying all the moments he had stopped himself, before even trying, all the times he had believed he was not good enough, and slowly he began to see a pattern. Every limit he had ever faced had started as a thought, not a fact. And the next morning he decided to test something simple. Instead of listening to his usual fear, he took one small action he had been avoiding for weeks, and it felt uncomfortable. His heart raced, his mind tried to pull him back, but he continued anyway. And something unexpected happened. Nothing terrible occurred. The world did not collapse. People did not laugh at him, and that small moment became proof that his fear had been exaggerated by his imagination, and this realization became the beginning of his transformation because he started to understand that his mind was trying to protect him, not grow him. It was designed to keep him safe, to avoid risk, to avoid failure. But safety had kept him stuck, and growth required something different. It required discomfort. It required stepping into uncertainty. And as days passed, Armin continued taking small steps, not big dramatic changes, just small, consistent actions, and with each step his confidence grew slightly. Not because he suddenly became fearless, but because he began to act despite fear. And that was the moment he learned that fear itself was not the enemy. It was his reaction to it that mattered. Because fear always appeared when something meaningful was ahead. It was a signal, not a barrier, and instead of running away from it, he started moving toward it, slowly at first, then with more certainty. And each time he did, his fear became smaller, his belief became stronger, and his world began to expand. And along the way, he noticed another pattern. Doubt often appeared when he spent too much time thinking and not enough time doing, because the more he analyzed, the more problems his mind created and the more confused he felt. But when he acted, even in small ways, clarity replaced confusion, and he began to trust action more than thought, because action gave him proof, and proof built confidence, and confidence weakened doubt. And this cycle became his new way of living, and one day he caught himself about to say, "I will start tomorrow." And for the first time, he stopped and questioned it. Was it really a problem or just an excuse? And the answer was clear: it was an excuse. A comfortable lie his mind had used many times before, and instead of accepting it, he acted immediately. Even if the action was small, and that moment changed something deeper inside him. Because he realized that excuses were not protecting him, they were stealing his time, and time once lost never returned. And from that day forward, he made a simple rule for himself. Whenever he felt like making an excuse, he would take action instead. And slowly, his identity began to shift. He was no longer the person who avoided effort. He was becoming someone who faced it. And although the progress was not always visible, something inside him was changing. He felt stronger, more in control, more responsible for his life, and the more he acted, the more he understood that waiting to feel ready was just another illusion. Because readiness was not something you waited for, it was something you built through action. And every step he took made the next step easier. And what once felt impossible now felt manageable, and what once felt terrifying now felt like a challenge he could handle. And in this journey, he discovered a truth that most people never fully understand: that growth is not about eliminating fear, doubt, or discomfort, but about moving forward despite them. And as he continued walking this path, he realized that change does not happen in one big moment. It happens in small daily decisions, decisions to act instead of delay, to face instead of avoid, to try instead of overthink. And although his life had not completely transformed yet, he knew something important had already changed. He had taken control of his mind, and that was the beginning of everything. As weeks turned into months, Armin's journey began to deepen in ways he had never imagined, because what started as small actions slowly became a way of life. And he realized that the real battle was not against the outside world, but within himself. In the habits he repeated daily, in the choices he made when no one was watching, and in the identity he was building with every action. And one of the most powerful lessons he learned was that consistency mattered more than intensity. Because in the past, he had relied on motivation, working hard for a few days and then losing focus. But now he understood that motivation was unreliable, it came and went like a wave. But discipline was something he could control, something he could practice. And so he made a commitment not to be perfect, but to show up every day, even when he did not feel like it, even when progress felt slow, even when results were invisible. And at first, it was difficult. There were days when his old habits tried to pull him back, days when his mind whispered that it was okay to skip, that one day would not matter. But he remembered something important. It was not about one day, it was about the pattern. And every time he chose to act instead of stop, he strengthened that pattern. And over time, consistency became easier, not because the work changed, but because he changed. And he began to notice something powerful. Small actions repeated daily were creating big changes over time. Changes in his confidence, in his mindset, in his ability to handle challenges. And slowly, he started to trust himself because he was proving through his actions that he could rely on himself. And that trust became a new kind of confidence, a quiet confidence that did not depend on results but on effort. And as his consistency grew, so did his awareness of something even deeper: his identity, because he realized that lasting change does not come from forcing yourself to act differently for a short time. It comes from becoming a different person over the long term. And instead of saying, I need to work hard, he began to say, I am someone who works hard. And instead of saying, I want to stop making excuses, he said, I am someone who takes responsibility. And at first, these statements felt unfamiliar, almost uncomfortable. But as he continued acting in alignment with them, they started to feel real. And this shift in identity changed everything. Because when something becomes part of who you are, it no longer feels like a struggle. It becomes natural, and he no longer needed to force himself to act. He simply acted because that was the kind of person he was becoming. And this new identity helped him in moments of difficulty because when challenges appeared, instead of asking, "Can I do this?" he asked, "What would a strong person do?" And that question guided his actions, and each time he followed through, he reinforced that identity. And over time, his old beliefs began to fade. The belief that he was not good enough, the belief that he needed perfect conditions, the belief that he should wait, all of them lost their power because they were no longer supported by his actions. And one day, he found himself in a situation that would have stopped him in the past. A moment filled with uncertainty and pressure, but instead of hesitating, he acted. Not because he felt ready, but because he had trained himself to move forward anyway. And after it was done, he realized something profound. He had become the person he once admired, not through luck, not through sudden change, but through consistent effort and deliberate action. And that realization filled him with a sense of control he had never experienced before because he understood that his life was not determined by circumstances, but by his responses. And that gave him freedom, the freedom to grow, to improve, to move forward regardless of what happened around him. And as he continued his journey, he began to see others struggling in the same way he once did, trapped by their fears, their doubts, and their excuses. And he realized that the difference between those who move forward and those who stay stuck is not talent or intelligence, but the willingness to act despite discomfort. And he wanted to share that understanding, not by telling people what to do, but by showing through his own example that change is possible and that anyone can break their limits if they are willing to challenge their thoughts, face their fears, act despite doubt, and stay consistent over time. And in the end, he understood a truth that is simple yet powerful: that becoming unstoppable is not about being perfect, it is about refusing to stop. It is about choosing growth over comfort, action over delay, discipline over excuses, and identity over temporary motivation. And as he looked back at the person he used to be, he felt a sense of gratitude because without those struggles, he would never have learned these lessons. And without those lessons, he would never have changed. And now he no longer waited for the right moment. He created it. He no longer feared failure. He used it as feedback. He no longer doubted his ability. He trusted his actions. And most importantly, he no longer made excuses because he understood that every moment was a choice to stay the same or to grow. And he chose growth again and again. And that is how he became stronger, not in a single moment, but over time, step by step, decision by decision, until one day he realized that the limits that once held him back no longer existed because he had moved beyond them. And the life he once thought was impossible was now his reality, not because the world changed, but because he did.